My friends, it's time. How are you? Are you ready to have a great day? Why, hello. It's great to see you all. Thank you for coming. I don't have my headphones on, so I don't know what's going on the music. I was able to get a, what do they call it? Not a clip-on tie, but a cheap $7 tie on Amazon for overnight delivery. Here we are. This party is so wild. I've got to put on my headphones so I know what's going on with the music in my own voice. I don't want to mess up my hair. Muy caliente. Muy caliente. How's everybody else? You want to see the best part about what's going on here right now? These are sweatpants. The reason for the sweatpants, I actually was wearing like suit pants, and then I was finding myself in a bad mood. I'm not joking. I literally was walking around the house being a little bit like grumpy, and I realized that part of the issue was that I'm so unused to wearing like, you know, fancy pants. I'm so unused to dressing up that the pants were they're putting me in a bad mood. So I changed into sweats. I can't do it. It's not even COVID. It's the fact that one of the things I love the most about being a musician is not having to dress up for shit. I don't have to dress up for anything. I will dress up for weddings by choice. But other than that, don't need to mess with it. I hope you guys are enjoying Drop Frames Volume 3. Today, what I would like to do is to do a drawing, an illustration for, I did that. I even did this. I even gave you the overhead black and white. So I have I wanted to do an illustration for each song, and then we'll post these online with the song on Instagram or whatever. So, are you down to start with me here? Oh, the question is, I'm going to put this to a poll right now in the Control Plus button on your screen. In terms of the flow of stuff going on today, do you want to do one song on repeat until the drawing is done, or should I go through the whole album and cycle, and every time I come back to track 1, I'll go back to illustration 1 and I'll work on it, and then 2 and I'll work on that? So we'll go. How to watch will be the question, and We'll do one track on repeat or album loop. Okay? Does that make sense? So, I think I know what this is going to end up being, but the poll is now live on your Control Plus button on your screen. Quick shouts to our friends who have subscribed today. Paula FMLPMS, sub for 3 months. Job Boy, Joy, I always get that wrong. Gifted a tier 1. Sorry about that. Steve Burns, sub for 3 months of tier 1. 10K, sub for 2 months with Prime. Smart. Nemrak1, sub for 3 months with Prime. Very smart. Corolla 1997, gifted 5 subs. Air Road, sub for 2 months with Prime. Vices of the Discos, gifted a sub. Amaranth Cerise 28, gifted a sub. Fentan-san, subscribed for 3 months of tier 1. LP Fan for Life 01, sub for 3 months of tier 1. Deb Music, sub for 3 months of tier 1. CLADIC Cladic 98, sub with Prime. Deathsers, subbed with Prime. Bro Cyrus 1942, sub for 2 months with Prime. So many smart people. Zero gave out 5 subs. Job Joy gifted a sub. Alexandre Cadene sub for 3 months of tier 1. Chris Dancer sub for 2 months with Prime. Coco Blue Games gifted a sub. Horror Show 1X gave out 2 subs. Yoki Yoke gave out 5 subs. Big spender. Job Joy gifted a sub. E-Money 1937 sub with Prime. Kren V gifted 5. Omni Panda gave out 1. Cold Front gifted 1. Galar Rapidash gave out 1 sub. Amuro Ray 21 sub for 1 month. Shinoda Uno Dino wow 1993 sub for a month. Kung Fu Lasers sub for a month. Vices and Discos subbed, gifted a sub. Amaranth Cerise gifted another sub. Man, you can always count on these guys. These guys give out a lot of subs. You guys are very generous. Gimmick did it, sub for 3 months, and Moonbeam. Oh, we got some more. Moonbeam 1780 sub for 3 months of tier 1. Karen Desay gave out a sub. And the winner of the poll is to do the whole album on repeat, on loop. Sorry, the B selection. Do the album on loop. And I'll draw. Yeah, if I go from track 3 to 4, then I'll switch from drawing 3 to 4. And then when it comes back to track 3 again, I'll go back to track 3 drawing. So it'll be a lot of a lot of switching, but that'll be fun. Okay, so let me get this started. I just got to set up the, actually, let me stop the music real quick and just get to a playlist with just the album. Okay, so we've got the album. We can loop the album. Boom. And I can play the album. Are you guys ready to do this? All right, so here we go. I should make all the tracks ahead of time, shouldn't I? Just so I'm not spending the whole time making tracks. Wait, how many tracks are there? 14. Okay. All right. So I should name them. Here's what we'll do. We'll start with License to Waltz while I'm naming these. Or maybe I don't care about that. Maybe I'll do it in reverse order. Okay, I got it. I'm just gonna get started. So this is track 14, License to Waltz. Here we go. Got some, oh, that weird button is visible again. Make it go away. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Should we like some waltzing folks? It's hard to draw waltzing people, actually, now that I say that. Why don't I just draw wizard. Why don't I just draw a wizard? Let's draw a wizard. He's a chubby wizard. He's gonna be dancing. With a turtle. This is the turtle shell. That's the wizard's nose. Maybe not a big nose. Maybe not a big dopey nose like that. Okay, so this is gonna be our wizard. These are fast, man. All right, I already have to move on. So this is track number 1. Oh God, I've got to like turn off all these guys. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so track 1. I should put the names of the tracks on the thing, huh? Put the names on it. Yeah, we are gonna move really fast. I gotta move it all over. How about like some doodles? Some like very straight up doodles for this one. Wait, what happened? How come we went to transitions? Oh, you're right. It's Dream Fragment. I went to the wrong album. That's funny. My bad. Okay, now I have to whoops. Oopsie. That's so funny. I don't even remember why I did that. It says Dream Fragment. The I'm like trying to move so quickly that okay, wait, I am on the right album though. I'm playing the right album. That's good. So that's Dream Fragment. Actually, it's good because now I'm on the right brush. Hold on. I gotta move on. Uh-oh, I don't think I made enough room. Okay, I'm gonna move on. All right. Okay, sound collector. Okay, we got it. I got it. Do the. Let's make it look cool here.
Ah, my sleeve is in the way. I might have to take this jacket off. I think I like this. Okay. I feel like doing the like some version of the alien spaceship from the album cover here. So I'll come back to that one. All right. So now we're on, what song are we on? Dust Code. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do it a crazy. Let's make it all about the lettering on this one. That's too big. Let's start doing some color on this one, I bet. Let's see, how can I do that? Well, let's do this. No, I can do it. I can do it that way. Man, I was thinking, like, I think I came in the chat last night, and maybe you guys can help me sort out this thought process. I posted a couple things, like just like the one that I was really thinking of. I said this in the chat. I posted a photo of me here in the studio, and it was like, you know, I had my mask on, and I said, oh, you know, the album's coming out. Oh no, this is freezing. Shit. Come on. There we go. And I was like, hey, you know, album's coming out, and also like wear your mask. Very benign, nothing crazy, right? And like most of the comments were very like just chill, supportive or whatever. And then like a couple of them were super weird, anti-masker. It wasn't just that it was like, hey, that's not for me. It was that they were very negative and combative, and like, it's the fact that they were so combative about it. Trying to pick a fight with me or whoever was gonna fight with them about it. And, right? It was very, like, I feel like, oh, no delete. I wonder if this one could be like a almost like a one-line drawing kind of situation. Anyway, it just bothered me because it was like so annoying. It's like so indicative of like our it's what social media is right now. Like people just they don't wanna listen, they don't wanna talk, they just wanna go in and fucking pick fights with people. Like, give me a break. I'm not even talking about that. So annoying. Anyway, I was like trying to decide if it's better to like my policy has always been to not call them out and not do any like not really do anything. But at the same time I was kind of like, you know, maybe. How do I do this? I forget how to do the, oh, there it is, drawing. Animation assist, no, drawing guide. Where's the thing? I'm gonna spend the entire song. No. How do I make it like? I want to do that thing where it draws in like symmetrically. Ah. It's on. Assisted drawing is on. There we go. Okay, now it's doing it. Great. That it's like, okay, that's good. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted that. Oh no. Oh, it's gonna do the whole thing? Wow. Okay. Well, maybe that is cool. Alright, we'll go with it. This edit symmetry is off. Boom. Okay, good. Actually, I think that's more. This is more of a Vibe Train image. Now that I'm looking at that, I think I thought we were on Vibe Train. Let me copy this. Copy this layer. Paste it here. Clear this one. This is gonna be our Vibe Train image. Kind of, one part of me wants to actually draw a train, and another part of me really does not want to draw a train. All right, moving on. Weird part is that this hitting drawing guide right there should turn it off. It doesn't. All right, so track 7. This is the most. This is the character. You remember? Did I tell you about this character that I like drew in like in high school, junior high and high school? This is like the character. This guy. Actually, it was more like this. It's very like 90s graffiti art, almost like pre-streetwear. It's just graffiti art at the time. I was like way into all that. Like, what would it? I don't even know what brands it would have been at the time. It was post-surfing graphics and like. This was my like big character. This ridiculous thing. We'll do backwards hat. All right, gotta move on already. Oops. What is this one? Shoreline. Let's do like a crazy Hakusai wave. We did that the other day. Hokusai, not Hakusai. All right, we're coming back to it.
Oh, the cow. The cow. What can we do differently with the cow? Maybe post abduction. What's the post abduction cow look like?
Post-abduction cow, he's actually an alien cow. He's been converted. Maybe he's like a alien abducted zombie cow. He doesn't have pupils anymore. Just whites of his eyes showing. I listened to this. I had this on this morning. It's always fun, like when an album comes out, to like when I have something that comes out. It's fun to like say, "Hey Siri, play the new song by Mike Shinoda." I always love to do that. First of all, it means that it's officially in the system, and number two, it's checking to make sure that it'll actually like work to say that. All right, so he's got no pupils. He's creepy cow. Alien warrior. Oh, he needs a cowbell. There's his little cowbell. That's gonna be his shoulder. Or should I make it lower? Hold on. Some of that. All right. There, now he's his neck. All right, moving on.
Fact, DF3 has 2 songs with cowbell. Really? Is that true? Wow. Okay. This is a very short song. Crap. Okay, hold on. We might have to play this song a second time. We have to play it again. It's too short to actually get something started. Hold on. Starting from the top. Okay, for the record, just so we're all clear, this is not Mew. This character can't possibly be Mew, because that would be bad in terms of copyright infringement. So, just to be super clear, this is my own character. As you can see, it's got a different shape than Mew, and it's got nostrils.
which Mew doesn't have. And maybe he needs to be a little angry. I can't move the page. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was his face so far. Oh my god, that's gonna be really hard to do in such a short amount of time. Okay, sidechain. Let's just make up a weird character like we did the other day. Just who knows what. Oh, almost a skull face, but it's not. Weird face. Oh, let's get rid of some of this chin. The eye's almost more like a rabbit. That's gonna be a horn eventually. All right, overcast.
chilling. Look at him chilling.
What am I gonna do with that? I don't even know. We'll find out when we come back to it. All right. 1,000 gems. And we're back to our waltzing friends. Back to the top. All right, let's get the name of this track right. How about that? Should we start with the right track name? All right, we gotta go to an ad real quick. See you guys. 60 seconds. Track 2. Back to track 2. Yeah. We are a little bit off center, aren't we? Maybe I'll move it. That'll help a little bit. I'm not gonna do this exactly like the album cover one. Make it a little different. Some of the lines are gonna almost like a Space Invader. Alright, back to this guy. I am going to start trying to add color to a bunch of these. Some of them might not end up getting any color. What should I do this one, you guys? What should I do? Comments. That's an interesting suggestion. I like it. I feel like this color scheme is wrong for this song. Let me change it. I'm gonna change it. Interesting. It really wants to be those things thing. All right. I'm gonna go with it for the moment, and I'm gonna see if I can make it more. It's too happy for the thing that I'm doing. What am I really gonna do with this thing? That's better. That's probably oh wait, but I did these black. There. That'll be better. Okay, we didn't get around to this one because I swapped it for the other drawing. So, okay, the robot. This one should be easier. Let's just do like a Fort Minor style robot. Let's really do like a lot of those, by the way, I just like started with like random like just shapes.
Apple Music has robot listed as Robit.
Uh-oh. YouTube Music is Robit too. That's funny. Thanks, guys. Thanks whoever was in charge of typing that in. Wait, what? Shit. I didn't have my drawing assist on. What happened? Assist drawing, go. It turned off when I... That's probably better anyway. I think what I was drawing was not that awesome. That's like a duck. Two eyes on the side like Peppa Pig. Really have to like let your mind go to do stuff like this. Like I don't even know, as I'm doing this, I don't even know what shapes these are, like what I'm making. It's just a total doodle. All right, time to move on to the next song. Oh, this guy. Go back to this guy. Guess what, you guys? We might have to pause the music for a moment.
Do you know why? We'll have to come back to this song. What is this song? Mike's gonna mic. We have to come back to this song because we have a very special guest in the house. Hold on. Actually, I should put on the proper music for the very special guest. Hold on, let me get to it. Let me find it. Hold on. Wait, where is it? There it is. It's this one. Why, hello.
Why, hello.
I don't know if they can hear you.
Darling, congratulations on the release of your album, darling. I brought you some coffee.
Oh, darling, thank you. Wait,
This one's yours.
Look, fancy. Look at these fancy cups.
Fancy cups. I brought out the good china.
The good china. Oh, that's the camera.
Oh, sorry. I don't know where
You've got Boris's face.
I don't know where I'm looking. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me trade them.
You can bring a chair over. If there is a chair.
Okay, let me put this down.
I need to go get like one of those other. Can you guys can't even hear us, huh?
I'm gonna be in a tall chair again.
I might have to turn this down so they can actually hear us.
I need to make sure my face isn't.
There she is. There. Hi.
Hello, everybody. So which way is the camera? Is it this one over here?
That's the one. Yeah.
Okay. So if I'm looking at the camera, I can't see what I'm doing.
Well, you don't need to see what you're doing, but the questions are over there.
Oh. Hello,
Yeah.
friends.
Ask Anna a question.
Ask me a question. Oh, hold on. Which way do I move?
Probably towards me
Yeah.
or towards. Actually, you know what we can do? This is like so ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. It's gonna look like I'm sitting on your lap. All right. Hello, everybody. Yes, this is a pumpkin spice latte because I am fall basic.
It's a fall basic latte.
It is. It is officially the season.
I told them I was wearing my suit pants, and they made me grumpy. They put me in a bad mood, so I changed.
I went all for it. I even have fancy shoes on. Even fancy shoes. Okay,
Can
so
you show them your fancy?
I can show them my fancy shoes. I don't know if I can show them on my feet, my fancy shoes. Let's see if I can do this without injuring myself.
You're gonna put your dress all the way up that. You probably should have gone the other way. Go other.
Ah!
Other
I don't know how to do this, you guys. Okay, this direction. Okay, ready? Ooh.
Now
All right,
now
the fancy
pause
shoe.
your leg. Oh, no.
Fancy shoe. Okay. All right. Okay. Does anybody have a question? You guys are very fast with your typing. Very fast. How am I?
I'm just very excited.
I'm good. I'm good. It's been been a lot with the fires, and
It stinks today, you
oh,
guys.
the air smells so bad. It smells like somebody Maybe there's a ghost who has been smoking cigarettes in our.
It honestly, it smells like a campfire in the house. Inside the house, and the house has been. We've been pretty lucky that it hasn't actually gotten into the house very much, but today it actually doesn't smell.
I actually, just last night, we had a new air purifier arrive that I haven't set up yet, so I'm going to set that up, get it going.
I saw, well, without getting into detail.
Mike, are you smelling? No, he smells fantastic.
Light the incense? Oh, well, to cover up the smell. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
It'll cover
because
it up.
it doesn't smell like good campfire either.
Actually, I just noticed my throat is a little, like I can feel it in my throat. Like I can feel, it almost feels like I've got like allergies or something, or like I'm catching cold, but that's what it's gotta be.
It's definitely the smell.
Weird, it's like up here.
Somebody asked 2 questions. Am I working on a puzzle? Yes. Do we know how to waltz? I do. My mom was actually a instructor for the Arthur Murray ballroom dance classes or whatever it's called. And so when I was a kid, she did teach me how to waltz in our living room. So I do know how to waltz. And then for our wedding, Mike and I did like a whole like dance routine. Mike Shinoda does dance, and he was fantastic. But we did like a little turns. But I think it was was it a waltz or was it a 2-step that we did? I think it was actually technically. Oh, maybe it was a foxtrot that we technically did.
It was a 3-step thing. I remember it being 3, so that's.
It was a waltz then.
Is a foxtrot 2 or 4? Or is it 3?
I don't know. It was a long time
Somebody
ago.
in the chat will know.
We've been married for 3,000 years.
Yep.
So it's been a while since we've danced. A video, you didn't do it. You guys don't get to see a video of my wedding? No, thank you. Come on, man.
What program am I using to draw? It's called Procreate. The dress and the suit are almost the same color. We're blue.
Yeah.
Maybe.
In fact, I think that we wore this together when we wore this. Yeah.
They don't match exactly, but they're
No.
like related.
I think technically my dress color is midnight blue. Yes, we are in black and white because we've gone back in time. Okay. It's too fast. I can't read.
Anna, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Can I bow a bow tie? Probably, but can I tie a bow tie? Yes, with the help of YouTube.
Yes.
I don't ever tie a bow tie. We've already covered that I don't like to dress up. Like, I'll dress up for special occasions and that, like, because it's a special occasion.
Somebody asked if I draw too. Yes, I do. I draw almost primarily in pencil, or sometimes I do use charcoals. And it's always, I need a picture. I can't draw from my brain, but I like to take pictures of things, and then I'll go and draw those things. Do I prefer Severus or Dumbledore? Dumbledore. Although Severus ended up being like surprisingly what you didn't think he was, so that was great.
Will it be Harry Potter weather soon, it said?
I hope so.
Great. It's great.
I hope so. I have the best Slytherin sweater that I love wearing. And somebody asked too if I'm working on another project, and I am. I have a novel that I've been working on for a while that I keep getting closer and closer, that I'm actually super stoked on. And I actually have a couple picture books out on submission, but submission means that my agent is showing them to editors. So we'll see if something can, come of that. But that's out of my control. I've already done the work on those. Oh, dream code. Okay, my island is not very good, you guys. You don't want to dream code yet. Maybe someday when it's better.
Do we need to switch to the waltz? We need to switch to the waltz. This is the appropriate. This is the actual.
Yes.
Now we're really changing up the vibe.
Somebody asked a quick question. Mike, Anna, rap for us. No. Somebody asked about waking up in the morning or something. Mike always wakes up first. I'm not a morning person. That is the end. Were you wondering?
Oh, they're spamming the frog.
Oh, yes. Have you talked about the frog situation?
You've talked about. Oh, that frog. So without getting into details, I mentioned, like, I popped into the chat last night to do you guys were streaming the album in the chat, and I showed up to say hi and listen with you, and then I was pulled out of the room to deal with a child's frog situation. So here's the details. Here's the deets on the frog. It's a sad story, just so you know, but it's also not. We're not like, we weren't super attached to these frogs.
No.
We liked frogs. Anna likes frogs.
Yeah, and this wasn't, I actually used to have tree frogs as pets that I was super attached to. So when they died, it was really super sad.
That was super sad. This, if we're being completely honest, is like, it's like losing a fish. Like, it's a real bummer, and it's a bummer. But it's also like, so you go buy new fish. Fish don't last forever. Frogs only live, these were African dwarf frogs, and so they only live like a few years anyway. Their lifespan is like 5 years, and you don't know how many of those 5 they've already lived when you buy them from the pet store. F to pay respect. Yes, pay respect with your F. But yeah, we had 3. One of them died, probably natural causes. Then the last 2 just disappeared. That's the weird part, is they just disappeared.
I'm very concerned too that where did they go?
I think that's the thing, is did they? I kept thinking with the second one that we would find it under a sofa or something, like under the bed. But I looked really carefully, I couldn't find it. And then with this one, Anna looked it up online, and some people said that they think they're plecostomus, which is like those little sucker fish. They said they thought their plecostomus ate their frog. I'll tell you that's like, the frogs were the same size as the plecostomus.
Yeah.
So it'd be weird, I think it'd be weird for the plecostomus to eat the frog. Unless the frog died, and then the plecostomus just took care of it. We just thought the frog was hiding in one of the little castles or something. The dogs couldn't eat the frog. The frogs and the dogs aren't in the same area.
I'm going to tell you the tragic loss of my frog.
That was a sad story.
This is
but kind of funny,
it's funny, but sad. So I had frogs. As a side note, I used to collect frog figurines because I love frogs. I think they're pretty cool. They're pretty amazing. And so I got 2 pet tree frogs, and I had them for a long time. And I used to have, I do still have really vivid dreams, but I used to actually walk and do things in my sleep. And I also used to have night terrors, but fortunately, I think after going through therapy for a few years, those calmed way down. So that's another awesome thing about therapy and my brain.
If you have night terrors or sleepwalk or have anything like that
it might be something to look into. And I think it was specifically the EMDR that really helped with that. But anyway, I had a dream where I was cleaning out my frog tank. And the next morning, I woke up and I thought, it's been a while since I've cleaned my frog tank. Good thing I dreamed about it. I'm gonna clean the tank. So I went over and I went to clean the tank, and I was looking for my 2 frogs and only one was in there. And I was like, that's really weird. Where's the other one? So I took the one out, I put him in the little like side container that I have when I do the cleaning. And I went to find the other one, and I was moving things, and I moved the water dish. And you guys, I realized the tank is really clean, and the water dish is all the way full. And as I picked it up, the dead frog was smashed to the bottom of the water dish because I sleepwalked, cleaned my frog tank while I was asleep, and since I was asleep, I didn't see the frog when I put the water dish back in. And that is the horrific tale of how Harold died. Yeah, somebody said sheesh. Yeah, sheesh.
Right, spam sheesh for Anna. Where's the sheesh emote?
Oh.
Where is it?
All right. So that was rough. That was awful.
There's sheesh.
Luckily, actually, Mike was over when that happened. He
We
came
weren't
over.
married at that time,
Yeah.
so we were like dating. I was like over at the house of the apartment.
Yeah, you would, and you hadn't been there that night.
There's the
You
sheesh.
had come over right when I was starting to clean out the tank, and so he did all of the like, he did the cleanup. We put it in a little box. We buried it in the sad patch of dirt outside in the courtyard of the apartment building. And that's it. Is Mike going to illustrate my children's book? No, he is not. And part of that is because he is an incredible artist, but children's book illustrations is its own lane of art. And just like I write poetry, but I wouldn't write song lyrics, Mike can do some really amazing artwork, but
There's like a whole.
It's-
There's a whole like, almost like. There's almost like a rule. There's like a way that you're supposed to do. There are rules about children's book illustration. I actually took one class in college about it and learned a little, like a first lesson in how specific it is. Really specific. Like one of the things that you'll notice if you ever look at a good children's book. I mean, anybody can put out a children's book, but if you look at like a Caldecott Award winner, right? That's what that award is. Caldecott is the illustration for it.
yeah, Caldecott is the illustration award winner for illustrations for their picture books. They're
Yeah.
like the hardcover books that you usually read to like 2 to 6-year-olds.
So if you look at a Caldecott winner, a lot of times what you'll see is over the course of the book, from the beginning until the climax, you'll see you'll see the colors follow the story arc, and you'll see the size of images grow. Like at the beginning, you usually will get smaller and contained images, and then at the climax, one thing that usually happens is that they go full page or double page spread to like accentuate the thing. But that's one of those like cultural things that people will break those rules. Like that's a rule that you can break, but you also have to almost like prove that you know all the rules in order to break the rules.
And there's also a lot that goes into illustrations. Like every good picture book is telling a story with words, but it's telling a deeper story with the illustrations. And then the other thing too is that the illustrations have to be something too that is marketable. So an editor will come in and will, have a lot of changes to make, whether it's just for the story or for being able to market the book. And so, as awesome as Mike is with his art, for him to go in and illustrate a picture book, there'd be a lot of work and understanding
I'd be
behind
a debut illustrator
You
with a debut children's book.
And to be honest, it would be really, there's a lot of really amazing children's book illustrators who put all their time and energy into that. And it would be, it's a good thing for there to be room for people who put their time and energy in that, and not just like my husband, because he's awesome and is already known, to come in and do illustrations. So there you have it. That is.
Do you like to dress up?
I love to dress up. I actually like a good costume party. we typically, my birthday is 1 week after Halloween, and so in the past we've done like a Halloween birthday combo, and it's a super bummer because obviously that's not happening this year. It'll just be me dressed up by myself in the living room.
I'm just looking at the.
Okay, I have
Did you-
about
did you put
3 or
on-
4 more minutes.
Anna didn't. This is not her full makeup.
No, this is not my full makeup, but this is some makeup. I haven't worn makeup in such a long time. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing though when I was putting it on. And I kind of like, guys, I did the hair real quick. It's not really done in the back, so you know.
They asked if I sleep with
Yes, he sleeps with his eyes open. Just like a little bit though. Just enough. All right.
They're just
Thank you for all the compliments. You guys are so nice. Thank you.
What does energies mean? You said, do you believe in energies? What is energy? What does that mean, energies? Like Eastern medicine kind of energies?
Or like spooks. I kind of do a little bit believe in ghosts, if anybody's asking that. Kind of. Like I believe in them, but I skeptically believe in them. Like but I've had enough weird things happen that I do believe that there's something else going on.
The chat has energies.
The chat
We
does
have energies. You have energies. Look at all the energies in the chat.
And I definitely feel like have I ever been? Yes, today's Celinda's birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
Celinda.
birthday to Belinda.
We sent her flowers, by the way. Somebody asked if I had ever been rock climbing. I've been rock climbing inside, in like one of those rock climbing places. Really enjoyed it inside. I don't know how I'd feel about being like outside, if I'd still have the same safety feeling as I did inside. Am I sponsored by California?
Yes.
Yes.
Everything
for
is
sure.
sponsored by California.
Everything. A happy birthday to Jasper. Yes, 15 years old yesterday. Do I like jelly or jam? I am a jelly person. Like it smooth.
Jelly.
What?
Do you like smooth or crunchy peanut
Oh, but I like crunchy peanut butter all the way. We've got to have 2 peanut butters in this
butter? I
house
always forget
because
who in this
I'm the
house
only
likes
country. I'm the only country.
crunchy.
Woo! I'm the only crunchy peanut butter. Everybody else in this house likes smooth. Team
I
crunchy.
like both.
Yes.
I like both. I'm okay with either. I'm a big peanut butter fan.
Peanut butter's delicious.
I love
You know, when like you have kids and you have like hopes and dreams, one of my hopes and dreams is that they wouldn't have a peanut allergy.
Oh yeah, you know that would.
Because that would be a total disappointment. In a big way, like life altering. Do I like Green Day? Yes. Nirvana.
So random.
So I like Nirvana, but they're not like my favorite. Maybe unpopular opinion.
What do you like better, Green Day or My Chemical Romance?
Oh, that's hard. My
Really?
Chemical Romance.
Really? I thought that would be a no-brainer.
My Chemical Romance, but Green Day was. But here's the thing: Green Day was like Dookie came out when we were in high school, and like that was like. I've got a lot of like. Yes, I like Radiohead. Wombat's not random, sure.
Did you get into Radiohead before I met you or when I met you?
You got me.
I introduced Anna. Anna was like creeped out. Anna used to be creeped out by Tom York's voice. It was like annoying and whatever. And I was like, no, you don't understand. Like this band's like really good. Like, and I think I played a lot of. I was listening to OK Computer a lot at the time, so I got her into it.
You actually.
She
made
got me
like
into the Doors, and I got her into radio.
You made me like a mixed tape when we
Oh,
were dating.
I don't remember, but I'm sure I did. I don't know what was on it. Do you still have it? That'd be great to find.
There's
I know where it would be.
There-
We've got a couple of places where keep tapes.
Yeah, there's some tapes in my closet too.
I don't know what we would play it on, but
I don't know what we're gonna play it on either.
I mean, I know that we would play it on a cassette player, but
Yes.
we don't have one.
Yeah. Somebody's son is named Kenji, who's turning 2 years old. Happy birthday to Kenji.
I told them that the Kenji in the game Tsushima, the game I'm playing, Kenji is a drunk. The character named Kenji in the game is a total he's a sake salesman.
Do our kids do music? Damn right they do music.
They do.
There's a lot of music going on in this
I
house.
told them.
which is great.
I've been really avoiding talking about the kids, but I did say that downstairs you will hear like rock music and drums, and then upstairs you'll hear like Broadway theater. That's what I told them.
Somebody asked if I would want to visit Dracula's castle in Romania. I would. Thank you for thinking of me.
That's a
Yes.
big yes.
Yes, indeed.
Big yes.
I actually have a friend of mine who's a writer who went to Romania and visited Dracula's castle, and I was very jealous. Very jealous.
I'm realizing right.
Turn the music down, please.
This music? Oh, because we can't. We have to talk.
Oh, sorry.
It only picks up. This microphone doesn't pick up like far away sound very well. That's why I keep talking loud and yelling and leaning in. I'm realizing right now. I'm just realizing right now that that my entire discomfort with dressing up is the pants. Like I'm so comfortable right now in this with sweats. It's just the pants. The shoes I don't care about. The shirt I don't care. None of it is uncomfortable. It's only the pants. I need to just go shorts.
You should start wearing dresses because they're very comfortable.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. The thing that's not uncomfortable, the thing that's uncomfortable about a dress is just usually the undergarments, and then sometimes if it's tight. Like,
What about kilts? When people
Kilt?
dress up with a kilt.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't think you're allowed to do that because you're not. It's Scottish, right? And you're not Scottish.
I'm just saying.
Would that be cultural appropriation if he was to like
Oh,
rock
I
a
think so.
kilt?
I
I think so.
Sure.
I think so. Mike did where we went to when we were in Jerusalem, and we went. You did have to wear.
What's that called? What's
It's
the
the hill.
when we went to the mosque on the
Mosque on the hill.
on the mount. What is it called? I'm just blanking. You have to wear the traditional. You can't wear. You have to cover up all the way. And I had some rips in my jeans, and so they made me wear not hijab. They made me wear the robe that all the way to the feet. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what that robe is called. So yeah, they made, but if they see skin anywhere,
Yeah.
they're like,
Yep.
cover it up, cover the whole thing up.
So we do have photos of Mike when we were
Yeah.
visiting there,
Yeah.
which, by the way, such an incredible city.
Oh yeah.
Like
Jalaba.
amazing.
Gold?
Okay.
No. Gold. Okay, so
It's time. It's 11:45. I've got to get going because I've got kids stuff to do, and
yeah,
And-
she's got to make some slime. She wants to do some coloring.
yeah. I've got stuff to do, and then we also, I think our koi are being transported. Yes, I will bring that over to you. Not in fancy cup. All right, thanks guys. This was fun. I'm gonna have like fancy hair, and
I love your fancy.
but I'm not gonna wear this for the whole day.
He's not gonna wear.
I'm gonna take off the jewels too. I'm not gonna. All right, all dressed up and no place to go. Congratulations again, darling.
Thank you, darling.
my friends. She's a lovely lady, isn't she? Give it up for Miss Anna Shinoda in the chat. Ah. Yes. Indeed. Indeed. Anna Shinoda. AKA the Coffee Fairy. The Coffee Fairy. I can turn this music back up a little bit now that I'm back on the mic. Where were we? Where were we? What were we talking about? What were we doing? We're on Mike's Gonna Mike. How am I doing? I'm doing well, thank you. I'm just sitting here drawing characters that I drew in like high school. It was like this guy. You gotta understand, like this guy he was like my signature drawing. This character. He was like I did this on everybody's yearbook. I made t-shirts. In fact, I worked for a streetwear, like graffiti wear brand for a second, and my characters always looked like this. There was this guy playing basketball, and this guy playing, with a spray can in his hand, and this guy it was all. That was the vibe. Actually, one thing that I did wrong, I'm just realizing as I made that line right there. One thing I did wrong in drawing my own character is that the eyes always had this going on. There's always this. That's how the eyes should look. Anyway, I don't know what his name is. I don't think he had a name. Let's do that. Let's move his head a little bit. Should we slow down on the, I feel like let's slow down on let's loop the tracks a little while, because while it was very, it's a nice thought and very ambitious to do go through the whole album, I need a little more time on each drawing to get an idea out. So I'll keep switching songs, but I do need a little more time on each drawing to develop an idea. Otherwise, I feel like I'm rushing and I'm not quite getting the best drawings done. So I want to improve these drawings a little bit here. So we're just going to stick with Mike's Gonna Mike for a moment. And then I can actually slow down and look at the chat and talk to you guys, which is kind of better. There, I like that better. I've got amazing ideas. Merlin Obelisk says, I've got amazing ideas. Sometimes. Occasionally. Do you guys have a favorite? I should put a poll up for favorite song on the album. Only problem with these polls is I can't do 14 answers. Can I do 14 answers on the Control Plus poll? Let's find out. Let's find out. I don't think I can, but I would love to know your favorite tracks. Let's find out if I can. I'm not going to name all of them. Let's see, can I just go? No. Oh my God. Come on. Whoa, it won't even let me add 3. I mean, it won't even let me add 4 today. Why is that? Oh, is it because I haven't added the 3rd one? Oh, that's why. Okay, so you're gonna have to choose your favorite song from Drop Frames. We've now listened to them all at least once. You can list your favorite one by number. So look up the number so you know what it is. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to do this. Favorite track. Oh, sorry. Favorite track, not tracks. Favorite track on Drop Frames 3. All right, running it. Not gonna hurt my feelings. Just pick one. Well, you gotta like go on Spotify or Apple Music and figure out what number it is. I don't know. I don't know, man. Waltz Sound Collector. I saw a big vote from LP Live today. Big vote for Goodbye Cow, was it? Was that the one? Cow was the vote from them. What's this shirt? Shirt's gonna have a skull on it. But of course, because Mike's gonna mic. The reason I call this track that, if you recall, is because it was supposed to be like, you know, I don't remember what was the request on this song. What was the on Mike's Gonna Mike? What was the Bowl of Destiny? What were the submissions? What were the requests? It was Nirvana. Oh God, Nirvana and something else. Tools of the Trade, Nirvana. Giorgio Moroder and Italian neo-melodic. I nailed it. Wow. Not so much. I really just went my own direction with it. That's why I knew that like whatever it was big. I named it that because I really just was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do my own thing. Let's put a little color behind this guy here. Let's see if I can get, what's gonna be a fast, look, I gotta find a fast way to color these today. Artistic, can I get, oh, where's that one? Hold on, I got a good, the Nico roll. Yeah, that's a good one to color with. Oh God, I've got like 100 texts here.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get a smaller version of this brush. And am I on a different layer? I am, good. So we're gonna just shrink that brush a little bit and do this. Keep it kind of messy. He's a little too light-skinned. Let's darken him up a little bit. It's too pale. There, I like that better. All right. Let's do a. What kind of colors is this song? What songs do we hear? I mean, what colors do we hear? Oh, I can't zoom in. So this is my version of a black shirt. It's gonna be kind of a purple, but I'll do these colors and then we'll move on to the next song. Sound good? For the moment, we can come back to this one if we need to. I just want to be able to finish the. Okay. And we'll do a blue. We'll do a bluish greenish hat. Color of the hat I was wearing yesterday. Ish. The one I had on yesterday was a little more blue, but I like this color. So, deal with it. Somebody superimposed the sunglasses on me. Deal with it. I don't know. All right. Maybe we'll put a little color behind the whole thing and then move on. Let me just do that real quick. That'll be fast. What color? Orange. Let's try that. Oh, there's accidentally some orange back here. That's not good. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna flatten this guy. We're gonna move on.
What was the next one? What a scribble this one is. Oh, shoreline.
Didn't really get very far on this one, did I? I'm gonna do some underpainting on this and then maybe that'll help. do like this. Let's just start there and then do some more drawing. The live drums came in. The live drums. The live drums really add a different thing, don't you think? Like whenever you hear the live drums, it's a different dimension of the song, I think. We're gonna listen to it a couple more times and get our bearings here with this drawing. If you've never seen it, I did a cover for a industry like rap compilation thing. Joe was working for a dude named Lee Cadena and at a rap industry mag called Urban Network. When we got the band got started, Urban Network was located in basically near where we lived. And so they would cover like what, hot new rappers were coming out and everything. I don't even know how Joe got that job. Like it was such a random job to get, felt like. But that's where Joe worked, and we were able to get our songs on. We were able to get a couple tracks on a couple of their samplers. And I did the cover art for a few of their Rapology samplers, and you can probably find that art online, different places, if you've never seen it. That's looking cool. I feel like maybe I kind of want to put like some characters in it, but at the same time I kind of want to leave it just purely you know what it is. What do you guys think? Should we just leave it? Yeah, I'm gonna put the like little white spray in a sec here. It's a good idea. See if I can leave some blue here if that looks good. Maybe we'll fill in some of that blue with spray. I don't put some, leave a lot of this blue. Okay. Yeah, maybe a little more right here. A little bit right there. Okay. Let's do some spray, some drippy stuff. This one's usually kind of cool. Is it too? Let's find out. Ooh, interesting. Ugh. Yeah, that's nice. Just a little bit of that. And then, where was that? Is it in the spray paints? Oh yeah, there you go. The flicks. Nice. Oof. Nope. Nope. Let's make it a little smaller here. Okay. And then I want to make like a lighter layer here, maybe with like an off-white. Let's find out. Probably with this guy. And then I'm gonna do it with this, and then I'm gonna make it like transparent, basically. All right, cool. Transparent. There. Nice. Maybe put a little of that on the underside here. Um, all right, I'm feeling that. That's nice. Merge it down. Cool. Let's move on. Let's move to the cow. The cow. All right, so this is the alien cow, right? It's the alien cow. How thick is this brush? A little thicker. Okay, that's about right. This is cowbell. Oh, a space alien helmet, like bubble helmet. Like, this is gonna be so bad. Like that or no? Space alien bubble helmet. Okay, let's see if I can get a. Okay, let's round it out. Boom. Let's move him down a little bit so that I can put an antenna on top. Let's see. What kind of shape should this cow have? I think the cow's got like standing on. I think we're gonna remove the udders. We're not gonna put udders on this cow because it's a little. It's gonna be that would be a little. We're gonna just remove them. The aliens remove the udders because it'll look funny having things sticking out down here. Your eyes will just go straight to it if you know what I'm saying. Very like straight body, this cow. Or should it be like? Should it be like a skinny and weird, like almost like the aliens took the cow's likeness on their head, but like the body is like this. You know what I'm saying? Like zombie cow. You want it to be thick. Thick cow. Also bow-legged. Oh, I want that to be like lower. Hold on. Like really thick. There. Almost like it looks like the outfit from the Missy Elliott video where she, if you guys ever saw that from forever ago, that she was wearing like the balloon outfit. Goodbye, cow. Space cow. All right, so that's almost like a very like earthling like space symbol. Maybe we'll have alien writing. I don't know what kind of alien writing this is. I don't know what this means. I hope I'm not writing anything offensive. But that's the alien writing on that side. This will help. There. This cow's ready for hugs. So many hugs from this cow. So this little alien writing is now like way out of perspective. Hold on, let me see if I want to fix it because it's thrown off the whole thing here. Like that's more of the perspective of what it's supposed to be. So. Hmm. Ah, it won't move. Ah, oh, there we go. Come on. Come on. All right, there we go. Okay, so cow needs something in the background, maybe like a comet or something. It'll go like all the way like this. I don't know. This is a different planet over here. And another planet behind it. Then the alien from Volume 2 is up there. He's in the background flying by. He's so big. Thick cow. Alright, some colors. You know, the real way to do this is to like go in with like actual to do it black and white, and then let me see if I can do that quickly. Let me see if I could do let's do this real quick. Let's do this. And then trust the process, guys. Trust the process. And then some dark over here. Some dark. And then go in with some light. Here. undo. I can't undo that? Oh. Shit. Okay, let's try again. This. This. Really? This part of the song reminds me of an old funk band called Parliament because of the string sound. Parliament is like, that's like George Clinton and all that like G-funk, like West Coast gangster shit is influenced by that. Oops, shit. All right, so from here, I think I can get the rest of the colors going, okay? So, we're gonna make it all the way opaque again. I just wanted to have that amount of brightness. So what I would do then is, I basically, in this layer, I would like take what I recommend is, where's the line that I want? Soft painter. So I'd recommend getting the like all the tones right. So like the cow's head should be really bright, that background there bright, and then like it's to some degree like underlit. Like all these things would be underlit, right? Because this is actually how I did the cover for Drop Frames 3, is I started with a black and white thing, and once I did that, I started adding color to the black and white thing. You can see it in the way that like the dynamics of that color, of the shading and everything on it. So a little bit here, and it's kind of on the sides. So like backlit, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe with this front part, I'll just make him a little lighter. It's probably too light. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna actually probably have to redo those highlights. We'll find out. You're funny. Okay, so that's the drawing. We merge that layer there. Okay, so on this layer, I'm gonna start to color some stuff, and I'll try and do it quickly here. Let's do artistic. Let's do this guy. And I'll make the layer a color. Hue? Color. I don't remember which one it is. Let's find out. I think it's color. So I'm gonna make the background bluish. This part is gonna be blue. And I would actually probably do these on different layers of color. I'm gonna keep this fast today. And then let's give him some reddish around the middle. I'm gonna actually tone all this down. It's too bright. That's okay, we'll go bright for now. I think this is too, these pants and stuff are too, the green is too weird, too green. Whoa. It's very green. This is great to get some colors going, get a sense of what you want to do with the colors. I'm gonna make this, chill a lot of this out here. All right. It really changed the vibe of that thing. Oh well. Changed the colors a lot when I merged it down. I think I had to do something different. It's pretty funny. All right, guys. Should I move on from this cow? We're running out of time. This guy right here, I never even got around to him. He's gonna have like a beanie on. What should be going on with this guy? What should be happening with this character? A snake tongue. Whoa. Wem. Ninja Wem. He's a ninja? He's a graffiti artist. Graffiti Mew. Graffiti Wem. So bad. This reminds me so much of all the like bad, like awful graffiti art, graffiti like merchandise. Oh my God, that's the worst spray can I've ever drawn in my life. Okay, this is not happening. It reminds me too much of like the bad, like graffiti merchandise and stuff that used to be on shelves and in the like when that. I don't know, man. It was like there was like a time when graffiti was like they were trying to use graffiti on like cereal boxes. Yeah, it was so bad. So bad. What's he doing? He's tattooing. What if it's as simple as this? Watch. This is his little beanie. Yeah. I'm losing it, you guys. Yeah. Almost looks like an ad for like a cartoon. Like coming soon to whatever. Shoot, I've got to make sure that my outlines are all clean or else this is gonna bleed. Does Wem look stoned? Is Wem stoned? Wem's a little high. Just a little bit. Come on, where's the thing leaking through the edges? It must be the fact that I didn't use the... All right, here's what we're gonna do. What I'm gonna do is... do this, do this. I'm just gonna go... Oh, that's why I put it on a different... Idiot. Okay. That's fine. That. And then I think I'm gonna have to do this over. And then this. This is like a shirt, a graffiti or like airbrush shirt that you're gonna get at like a birthday party or like at the even at the mall. Dude, I'm literally like getting hot in this jacket now. I think the heat, the AC is not on. I have problems with my AC again. Oh, let me turn it on. Why don't I just do that? Is it on eco? Why is it not on? Yeah, how about turn on the AC? It's such a short song, it's hard to listen to like over and over quickly. All right. Oops. Let's do this. This was I feel like this was starting to color these is way too ambitious for today. How many did I actually get through? Like 4? Okay. Continue on Monday, I guess. I guess I'll have to keep it going on Monday. Right? Because I can't keep this is what, like, I can't, like, this can't be I was gonna just post these with the music, but I think, that actually, if that's the case, I better get the first one done first. Let me finish Dream Fragment and then we're done for the day. So do Dream Fragment and then continue on Monday. Where is it? Come on. All right, there we go. There it is. All right, let's get some rest of these characters in here. Lots of teeth going on up there. This guy's gonna have a mohawk. And he only has one ear. This guy's whispering to him. He's telling him something really important. And then this guy's hand is like this. Super weird. It also looks like he's tickling him. And this guy's trying to move out of the way. This one has a body. Like, that's his neck. His body's down here. This is the wrong brush, isn't it? No, I just have to increase the size. Weird. And so there's his body. He's got pants on. And a Charlie Brown shirt. And his hands are all the way down here. That's one hand. Here's his other hand. That's his other hand. And he's holding a hamburger. He's actually floating a hamburger. Those are the sesame seeds on the bun. And he's lost his shoe, which is down here. Here's his other shoe. Draw a taco. Like Sam wants a taco. Hard shell taco. Like a Taco Bell taco. What else? Is a hot dog a hamburger or a taco? More food. It must be getting close to lunchtime. Want something dreamy. They're just dreaming of food. Here's the edge of the trail mix bottle, as requested. So here's the trail mix. And it's floating up. Little bits of mix are flying into the air everywhere. There. It's just little bits of mix everywhere. All right. I like this one in black and white, actually. I'm down with that. Maybe a couple of these can be black and white. Or maybe just like a tone, just like a color. Maybe two color. So let's do a dreamy blue. Then a lighter blue. Maybe a little lighter than that. Okay. Oh wait, that's the outside of his hand. I can't color that in. So I actually start by coloring anything that I see as white. Anything that I see like has to be white. That makes the certain shapes like feel like what they are. So like eyes, sneaker soles, teeth. Because you wouldn't want to make those dark. I mean, the sneaker sole is not a big deal, but the eyes and teeth, they have to kind of be a light color. So once I get those shapes in, I go, okay, now where am I missing white? This is like a yellow, so like light color. And where do I want to see it filled in more? These areas. Now maybe a dark blue, and then it's done. Yeah.
mean, it feels like the song to me.
All right. So that's gonna be the first one I put up. The second one, and we'll continue. We'll come back on Monday and keep working on these. And we'll start with this one. But yeah, super fun. All right. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you very much. I feel like when I took the jacket off, I feel like I'm gonna like serve you a shake or like an ice cream or like a root beer float. You and all the kids are gonna come down. What's the name of the what do they call the place where they serve the floats? Like the Andy Griffith Show or something? Like the 50s. The Soda Jerk. Yes. The soda shop, soda parlor. Yeah, if you're wearing this, you can, run the parlor. Friends, we did it. We got to Drop Frames Volume 3. Appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for being here. We'll continue on these on Monday and wrap them up. And Hollywood Rebellion is ready for a raid. Oh, I never looked at the poll. The results of the poll. Favorite track. Not many people voted. Oh, not many voters. Our favorites in order were, one. Dream Fragment, right. Dream Fragment was number 1 with 14. Dust Code was number 2 with 13. Oh, no, it was 3. Yeah, Dust Code. Dream Fragment, number 1, was number 1. Dust Code, number 3, was number 2. Yeah, track number 3 was the second place winner. Genesis Supernova was the next one. Shoreline was the next, and 1,000 Jams. Poor Vibe Train. Vibe Train was not a favorite. Aw. Why? Oh, because it's so chill and sleepy, huh? You know what? Whoever voted for Vibe Train, I respect you. Wait, was the thing I just looked at, was that not the final thing? Let me double check. Do the poll again. Oh, it was different. Oh, see, my Control Plus is not super. Wait, what the hell? It just changed. Dude, that's super weird. There was like a lot more votes and then it went back. Wait, what the hell's wrong with my Control 4 plugin? Dude, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Yeah. It waltz one. It was all fucked up. I don't even know. Mine was so. The hashtag? What hashtag? What? Oh, Shinoda on Twitch. We're gonna look at that real quick. Let's look. On Twitter? Okay. I'm scared.
Shinoda on Twitch. Uh-oh. I just want to, like, I'll put this on my screen here, but I've got to cover up all of your, just so it doesn't look like chaos. Can you guys all see it, I hope? I can't even see your response. Okay, Instagram, Discord, Twitter, Instagram. Here it was on Twitter. Pictures of us from today. Fancy and comfy. Nice. Quick sketch, quick drawing. Photo. Here's a collage of our license to waltz. Look at everybody so fancy. Look at you, so fancy. Skeletons over here being fancy. Very nice. We even made it onto the page. You guys even included us. Nice one, guys. Nice one. Very fancy. Look at you. You're ready for the dance. You're ready for the dinner party. Looking nice. Look at these ones. With and without mask. Very nice. Okay. Fancy, fancy. Look at you guys getting fancy. With a tiara and everything. The red tie and the dyed hair. Schnizzle Chaz. You're ready for the concert. You're ready to go rock out. Yes! Bow ties and t-shirts. I'm feeling it. Shork and booty. Just doing it. Look at this look. No cupcake. Hey, cupcake. No cupcakes today. I didn't know that was you were no cupcakes today on Twitter. Looking so nice. Look at, what is this background? Jeez. Look at that. Was that a, yeah, photoshopping. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, yes. The mustache. What is that, like Vincent Price? You guys getting fancy. Very nice, everyone. Very nice. Oh, with the champagne. Get out. Look at that. Right on the train. Way to go, Derek. This is the fanciest I can get. That's fancy enough. Look at you guys. Fancy, fancy. Oh, well, the pinky went up. And there's a tie going on, so. How nice. Very nice. Very nice. You guys look like you're like actually ready to go out. You guys look much better than me. Oh, Snoopy tie. You guys clean up nicely. You clean up well. Oh, yeah, there it is. Fancy day. with the mask on. I'm fancy, but I'm also gonna rob a bank. Looking great. Looking great, guys. Oh, the skull got fancy. Nice tie. Very nice. Very nice. Bow ties and flannels. I put makeup on, and that's fancy for me. Great. All right, you guys. I gotta run. Oh, look at this fancy one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining. I will see you on Monday. We will, oh, I know, Instagram. I gotta go. I'll see you guys on Monday, and we'll do some more drawing. Thanks. Thank you for joining. We're gonna try and do that raid real quick. Like. Let's find out. All right. Uh-oh. Hollywood Rebellion just left the room. Oh, there he is. All right, he's back. Rating Hollywood Rebellion. This was a fan request. See you guys on Monday. Have a good one. Bye.